We're back in the Onondaga County War Memorial, and we have a couple of special guests to talk to tonight. And the first person we're going to talk to, Jeff Blatnick. Jeff, you've been here before. How would you assess the competition tonight's meet?
Oh, it was really exciting, especially the first 7 matches. People were really into it. We had a couple of overtimes, state champions being beat, and that's real good stuff. That's good competition, and that shows that there's beginning to be parity among all the sections, and I think that's ultimately leading to better overall wrestling.
You're not wrestling anymore. What keeps you busy now?
Well, I got my hands in a bunch of different fires. I handle a lot of promotion work, public relations work, giving speeches, handling promotions, endorsements, fundraising, conventions, that kind of thing. And I've been doing it for 5 years now and hopefully keep the business going.
Well, good luck. Thanks for talking to us.
No problem. Thank you.
On my right, Lou Bannock. And Lou, you've been here before also. I'm going to ask you the same question, but how would you compare the competition tonight from when you wrestled here, you and your brother?
Well, I'd like to say I'm glad I'm retired. I was very impressed with the young wrestlers here tonight, in all sincerity. Very intense wrestlers, very fundamentally sound wrestlers. They knew their technique, well-conditioned. I was very much impressed. I didn't know what to expect. It had been an 11-year absence for me, but I'm walking away with here a lot of fond memories, and again, glad that I'm retired.
Well, you were in the Olympics. Do you think there's any future Olympians, maybe some gold medal winners?
Well, I think they have to go through one more stage, and that will be college ranks, and I see a lot of nice college wrestlers coming out of this. And hopefully one day, maybe Adam Mariano will be at the Olympic level, or a few of the other young men. I cannot make that decision for them. I'd like to see a few of these boys here tonight. Coming back to New York State's always a nice feeling, and especially when you're Olympic champion, I'd like to see a few of those guys take my place and Jeff's place.
Lou, what keeps you busy now? You're no longer wrestling competitively, I take it.
Right, I retired in 1984, and after that I got involved in business, and I recently completed my master's in business at Penn State, and now I work for a bank in Cleveland called National City Corporation, and I'm a corporate cash manager and an analyst.
You got to wrestle with money now, right?
I try to and keep them straight.
Thanks for talking to us. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
We'll be right back with the final results from the Onondaga County War Memorial in just a minute.
Maybe you recognize me. For 6 years, I hung around your neighborhood, even your own home. I was a drug pusher for a drug that causes the most suffering of all, nicotine. I was an ad model for cigarettes. My name is David Gerlitz, and my face appeared everywhere. Posters, billboards, magazine ads. I was used by a cigarette company to glamorize smoking, and it's a lie. I no longer want to be an ad model for cigarettes. I want to be a role model for my children and other people's children.
Well, the fans are filing out of the War Memorial, but there are a couple things left to take care of. And, of course, the first thing we want to talk about is the team standings. Section 11 took first place with 199.5 points. Section 1 in second place, surprisingly, with 162. Very good showing for Section 1. Section 5 in third place, 161.5. Section 2, 156. Section 9, 138. So Section 11, traditionally strong from Long Island, is the state championship. And, John, first we ought to talk a little bit about the most outstanding wrestler, and, of course, Adam Mariano won.
Right. He didn't have a great match as far as the viewers would see, but wrestling a defensive wrestler like that, but what a tournament he had throughout his career in New York State, and boy, whatever college gets him is going to get a great wrestler.
He really had an excellent day, and he pinned his way through the tournament except for his last match, so Adam Mariano very deserving that most outstanding wrestler. How about another couple of matches that might stick out in your mind that perhaps you thought were either surprising or good quality matches?
Okay, Dale, at 119 we had Antonucci, who upset Troy Bouzakis in an overtime match, which was a very exciting match, as well as 132, where we had John Benna, who pinned, I think it was Tom Shiflett, and that was a first period pin and surprised everyone in this auditorium.
One of the things I think about Bouzakis is that he's won in 8th grade. He should be back, or hopefully will be back. He's only a junior, but it was kind of an interesting match. What about your overall view of the competition? Bannock and other people have said they thought the competition was really good. Blatnick also said they're glad that they didn't have to wrestle. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Every year we do this meet, and every year they get better and better. Section 11, cream of the crop, but again, Section 1 came to party, and they really did a super job. The state is overall getting more cohesive. No team is dominating anymore like they used to back when we wrestled.
So once again, we had a great tournament, and until next year, for John Janiak, this is Dale Drypolcher saying goodbye. We'd like to thank, of course, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers for their fine support, and Local 363, 1922, and 1430, and of course, special thanks to Reed Hawk for all his cooperation. Our producer for the State Wrestling Championships has been Bob Jubenville. Our director was Jim Funson. Coordinating producer Jeff Steyer. And our remote supervisor Michael Szynski. Cable 13 Sports.